Hey, student, how are you? Welcome to our session on quadratics standard form. This is the standard form of a quadratic, ax squared plus bx plus c. A tells us whether the graph opens up or down. If a is negative, the graph opens down. C is the y-intercept. Axis of symmetry, the x coordinate of the vertex, negative b over 2 times a. Negative b over 2 times a. You can think of negative b as the opposite sign of b. And the vertex, negative b over 2 times a, is how you get the x coordinate of the vertex when you have standard form. Substitute x back in to the equation and find the y value. We'll do one example. Here is our example of a quadratic in standard form. Let's identify A, B, and C. A is 3. B is 12. And C is 5. Since A is positive, the graph opens up. C is the y-intercept, 0, 5. Let's take a look at the axis of symmetry, the x coordinate of the vertex. X is equal to negative b over 2 times a. B is 12. The negative is part of the formula, negative 12. And then 2 times a is 3. And we'll multiply 2 times 3 and then divide. And we get negative 2 for the axis of symmetry, or the x coordinate of the vertex. Now we'll substitute x equals negative 2 back in to find the y value. And y equals 3 times x is negative 2. Substitute negative 2. Plus 12 times x is negative 2. And then we'll use our order of operations, negative 2 squared, multiply exponents, and we get negative 7 for y. Our vertex, negative 2, that was from negative b over 2 times a, and then we substituted negative 2 back in and got negative 7 for y. Let's take a look at the graph of this quadratic in standard form with all of these key features. There you go. And that concludes quadratics in standard form. Thanks so much for joining our session, and I'll see you next time.